Stop stopping. Many people are failing not because they're actually failing or that they suck. They're failing because they keep stopping. They start and then they stop. They start a new habit and then they quit it. They start a new plan, a new goal, then they quit halfway through. They start trying to be successful, but nobody's supporting them, nobody's clapping, so they quit. They have a new dream and a new desire. They start and then they stop because they feel fear, they feel inadequate, they feel doubts. They have to sacrifice a little bit of their Netflix and chill time, a little bit of their video game time, or it demands them be disciplined in certain aspects, and then they stop. Or they're just inconsistent. The most consistent thing human beings are is being inconsistent. The most consistent thing they are being consistent is being inconsistent. It's kind of funny, but it's just human. It's human nature. Is shortcut. It's self-preservation. It's not using all the gas. It's doing just enough to get by. That's what the average person does. That's what the average human does. That's especially what the average American does. Is how much does it take to not get fired? How much does it take to pass the grade? How much does it take to, not have a, diabetes, to have a degree or disease? How much does it take? Heck, people don't even fill their gas tank all the way. I do that all the time. If I can just put $10, $20 in, I'll do that and head on the road. Like, we self-preservate. We take the quickest shortcut, but shortcuts are death. Like, at one point, if you're crossing something, if you're trying to get from point A to point B, the quickest way is in a straight line. But in that straight line, what if there's a cliff? What if there's water, like ocean? Like, you can't cross an ocean without a boat. Like, you have to take detours. You have to go around sometimes. But the quickest way would get you killed, because what if two cavemen didn't know that was a cliff and they just walked off of it? Now they're dead. And then through evolution, through history, through learning, we learned, oh, that's a cliff. You can't walk. You got to go around. You got to go through the valley. You got to go, you need a boat or a plane to get through the water, to get over the ocean. Like, we learned this as we went. But so many people, they feel a little bit of adversity. They feel a little bit of negativity. They get a little bit of, like, a friend or family member's like, hey, are you sure you want to do that? You want to try that? And they'll quit. They'll stop. Or they set a New Year's resolution, and then after a week, they just start skipping the gym again. They stop eating healthy again. Like, they start blowing their money versus saving it again. So if you truly want to be successful, it's about stopping. That's the one thing you need to stop is stopping what you've already started. Build the momentum. Momentum is the most powerful thing, because eventually it moves quicker, faster, and with less effort. When you start pushing something up a hill, you're using all your strength, you're using all your resources, all your effort. But you get to the top of the hill, and maybe there's a downhill, and the rock will move on its own. That thing happens in life. You'll eventually get to a stage where you're maintaining, or you'll get to a stage where you're putting in less effort, but you're still yielding a lot of the same results, because it's become easier now that you've shedded that fat. You've already built that bank account. There's a saying that says, getting to your first $100,000 is hard, or getting to $100,000 is harder than getting from 100,000 to $1 million. So 0 to 100 is harder than getting from 100 to 1 million. And it's because you have more resources, you have more momentum, you have more wisdom, because you know what it took to make $1. If you make $1, you can make $1 million. If you can do something one time, you can do it 100 times. It's having that momentum. But momentum also brings together wins. It brings together a pattern. You start learning, you start understanding, and then you just keep staying consistent. You keep staying persistent as well, and you'll achieve. You'll get it. You'll have that dream. You'll have that desire. You'll have that family, that bank account, that career, that business, that body. You'll have it all as long as you don't stop. You just keep going. You keep moving. You keep persevering, and you don't let anything stop you. You don't let anything prevent you from succeeding. And that's all you got to do. And this was Consistency Day 258. I hope you got something from this message. And if you did, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.